Welcome back to the Kowloon Cricket Club. And the games are just going to get bigger and bigger from here on in. And it's the local boys, the Hong Kong. They got to win this one if they want to go forth into the Cup competition. They're going to take on the Kiwis. And the Kiwis won the toss and elected to bowl first. And it's going to be the big boys, Bubba Hyatt and Nizakat Khan, to lead us off for the Hong Kong side. Joining me up here, of course, is Nikhil Chopra. How are you enjoying the Sixers so far, mate?
Pretty exciting, Ryan. Absolutely. Good to see. At least Hong Kong registering their win yesterday. Brings a smile onto your face as well, getting those 2 points.
See, it's hard. I'm actually in that unique position. I go for the Aussies, but of course played for Hong Kong at the World Cup, so I'm part Hong Kong. My grandmother's Hong Kong. I'm all about them. I want to see the boys in white do well. And Bubba Hyatt, the skipper, is going to lead us off against Ranil Hira. And let's hope early on someone hits the Hublot maximum sign. That would be fantastic. And we're going to kick us off with a leg bye.
It's all about timing and precision. If you want to hit that Hublot sign, there it is. To maximize your effort, you hit a 6 and you double that. You get 6 more. So you can get 12 off the single hit. But importantly, it's timing, precision and placement as well.
Nizakat Khan, he likes to use the sheer strength and go hard mentality, and he picks up a single to start. A calm beginning for this match. Bubba Hyatt can only get a single as well.
Well, he had a decent day out yesterday. Nizakat retiring, couple of big blows. You need a couple of big hits at the start just to get that momentum that the team's looking for. There it is. One bounce into the fence. Smartly played. Using his feet, opening the face of the bat right at the end.
Well, his strength as a player has always been the offside. He loves to go there and he loves to go aerial. And that one, he drags it across. Even a miss hit is struggling away, and it could go for the longest 4 ever. It was a teaser. Almost a great piece of fielding, but just not quite.
That's a great effort. Look at him looking to go over long on, in time it. Oh, look at that effort. Fantastic. And unfortunately, that effort going in vain.
And this time, on into his favourite side, goes way back in the stands, and suddenly Hong Kong are off to a flyer. What a shot.
And keep him counting. The Virgin Atlantic 6's tachometer, 227. Look at that. Looking to York. It's just pure timing. Look at the wrist come into play. Getting underneath that ball, getting the elevation that he was looking for. And rightly said, 17 of the first over, looking to get that momentum. They need to get on the other side of 90.
Yeah, we've seen some fantastic batting, and the scores seem to be going up and up. And when we come to the Cup final, when it's an 8-ball over, who knows what the score's going to be?
Bowling around. Let's leg stump.
Began is going to come around the wicket. And he bowls right arm quick. So the statisticians tell us. Well, he's greeted with a hit down the ground for a maximum. It's a half volley on leg stump, and they go here at Kowloon.
Looking to York, half volley, not the ideal place that you want to be bowling, and there you have it. Straight onto the roof of the Kowloon Cricket Club. Look at the wrist.
Just a flick of the wrist. Bubba Hyatt, he's been in good form, and that is going to go over cover, and it's going to go all the way as well. It's 2 in a row from the boys from Hong Kong.
Just keep your eye. Where did that ball land? The Virgin Atlantic maximum, straight into that hospitality tent. Looking to get a free ticket.
Why wouldn't you? What an airline. There's a top spinner, a slower ball, and it was quite wide. And I think the umpire's going to let him get away with it. Ian Thompson says that's okay. I'd like to have another look at that one.
Little support early in the morning for the Sri Lankan side as well. They'll be getting onto the park a little later in the day. You're right about that. Got away with that wide.
I think Mr. Thompson is still a little sleeping and hasn't had his morning coffee. Next time, Nizakat Khan goes long because he has had his morning coffee. He's starting like a beauty.
That's absolutely brilliant. Once again in the slot, but he's still got to put him away. Take a look at that piece of timing. Just extra cover drive and straight into the trees. Great start by Nizakat, and he had a pretty decent outing yesterday as well.
Yeah, he's a key figure, and he's going to go straight again, as straight as you possibly could ask for another maximum, and he'll move very, very swiftly to 27 of just 6 rocks.
A good thing the umpire's ducking, because that wasn't very high in the air. Just flat batted it for 6.
And the key that we've seen, if you can get one retired in the shed early, it gives you a little bit of safety back end of the innings. Next ball, he's got a full in, he gets away with it, only picks up the single. But after 2, the Hong Kong lads are none for 43.
Yeah, plenty of support for the New Zealand side as well. Again, conceding 26 at previous over. It's been a good start for Hong Kong. Take a look at these 6s. Nizakat getting into begin. Just a flick of the wrist. Look at the piece of timing there. Once again, getting underneath the ball and straight into the terrace of the Kowloon Cricket Club. This, I thought, was a good shot. Looking to get a free ticket in the hospitality tent of the Virgin Atlantic. And then once again, he just keeps getting bigger and bigger. It's a good start for Hong Kong, right? You should be happy.
It is, and it could be over though, because it's over and over the fence. And the cat is retired once again, 34 off 8, if you don't mind. Thanks for coming. And it's a perfect start for the Hong Kong lads, 49 from just 2.1.
Looking to register probably close to 100 runs if they can get there. But once again, really well batted by Nizakat. Take a look at that 6. Slow ball, down on one knee and great bit of timing. We just missed that hoop blow sign, probably about 20 feet to his left, and he could have got 12.
So big Peter Fulton comes in, and Jamie Atkinson is the new man, and he picks out the fielder down at deep mid on. And Atko is one of the best that go around in Hong Kong. Let me tell you, he's played for the national team, former skipper, and he's batting with the current skipper, and who's trying to hoy it away at the onside but can only get a single.
Over had that, the captain, looking to launch himself but unable at this moment in time.
Oh, there's a rare dot ball. The over started so well, but all of a sudden 2 singles and a dot, and you're in the middle of a very good over for the Kiwis.
It's a good comeback. 8 of the 4 deliveries. You're absolutely right about that. It's not just about bowling quick, it's about being smart, change of pace, and that will be called a wide in the extra run, so that concedes 3 runs.
And as quick as the blink of an eye, the over can become very sore very quickly. So there's 2 to go, and Hyatt will be looking for a maximum, and he'll get 4 down to fine leg, as Fulton suddenly just errs on his line.
You got to be careful. Those extra deliveries can hurt you, and that's exactly what's happened. Wide in the previous delivery, then 1 on the leg stump, concedes a boundary.
And this is in the air, and there's a half a chance that it's going to fall into some vacant space, and it does, and they come back for 2, and that'll finish us for 3 overs, and Hong Kong at 60 for none are going quite nicely.
17 runs going from that over.
So if you missed yesterday and you're wondering how this game's played, here are the rules. It's pretty simple. Everyone has to bowl an over except the wicky. And the rule that isn't written there is you've got to swing from your bootlaces from ball 1.
That's true. And the no balls, you don't get a free hit, but you get 2 runs for the extra delivery that you bowl if you bowl a no ball or a wide. And of course, the most important, bonus runs if a batsman hits the Hublot Big Bang target as well. So you can get 12 off that one delivery. That's an exciting rule.
First ball is up in the air, and this could be a wicket, and I'd say it is. Yes, sir. Jamie Atkinson is on his way. Shannon Stewart, who bowled a peach of an over yesterday, gets a wicket with his first ball.
Ryan, he's the man with the golden arm. He's been getting wickets. He's been able to pull back the start that Hong Kong were. And they need to finish strong, Hong Kong, here in the last 2 overs. 11 deliveries to go, and that's a big one. That is a big one.
Is pumped. Bubba Hyatt literally figured, I am just going to muscle this as far as humanly possible. Hard and flat. And I'm glad there's nets up here. And the next ball's going to go even further. That's over our heads here, and we're on the 3rd floor. If you don't mind, that's a massive one.
That is huge. And there you have it. Virgin Atlantic maximums 235, and keep them counting. And Bubba Hyatt retires after those 10 deliveries that he's faced on 33. Great start there by the captain. I guess he wanted to be the man getting the momentum for his side, trying to register a win. Take a look at that. That has gone high and far.
Ehsan Khan's the new batsman, and can you believe it? Backing up, Azaz Khan, who didn't even get to face one, has been run out. Don't back up, lads. You hit it back too fast. He didn't face a rock, and he's run out for none.
Take a look at that. That is so unfortunate. That's good delivery. Straight into the block hole, and there you have it. Shannon Stewart, and oh, he doesn't want to miss those stumps.
A little bit of Jonty Rhodes there diving at the stumps. And they say, some people might mention that this is a fun tournament. I don't think Shannon Stewart's fun. He's going to win this game, and he'll throw his body on put the body on the line. So all of a sudden, there's 2 new batters at the crease for Hong Kong.
2 balls.
And it's 2 for 72, and suddenly we've got a good over going on here for Shannon Stewart and the Kiwis. They're going to get a boundary there, you would have thought, but no, good fielding. They're quick in the field, the Kiwis.
Hold it, all right.
And he reduces it to 2.
Nice shot.
This has been a good comeback. Great bit of fielding. Look at that effort.
Well, I promise you one thing, Nickel. Is we just have a look at this ball, and that's bowled, and that's a big over. But the good news is for Hong Kong, they got 2 in the shed retired, which means we could see the cat back in. And I was just going to mention that in that second run, Ehsan Nawaz probably should have run himself out to get the big boys back in. That's what you want to do, get your best players back.
Absolutely. Once again, straight and full. Batsman miss, you hit. That's the key. Stewart has been absolutely fantastic in the tournament so far for his side. And you're absolutely right. You want to get Nizakat back out there, because if they want to get 20-21 in the last 6 deliveries, 90-95, you do put a little bit of pressure on the chasing side.
Yeah, absolutely. So there's 6 balls remaining. Ehsan Nawaz is going to face Hurd. Elliot Hurd, the right arm off spin bowler. And he has to get the cat on strike or even get Bubba Hyatt back in. And first ball, who cares about everyone else? He's going to hit it for 6. It's over into the pool area. You little beauty.
You need those 6s coming. Keep them counting. You need a big over here to put some pressure on the Kiwis.
Well, that's a wide. That's going to help. And even better, there's a bit of an appeal there for run out, but suddenly they get 3 for it. It's a 2+1 bye. And the big man, Nizakat Khan, gets back on strike.
He was ready to go. I think both the batsmen must have had a word that if you miss, it goes down to the keeper. I'm running for it. I need to get back on strike. That would have been close.
Well, the cat He was retired on 34 from 8. He's back in, and he goes long first up. You want to know how long that is? That's into the bowling club next door. That's big.
Talk about towering sixes by Nizakat. That was very, very big. Take a look at that. Generates enormous power through the power hitting zone that he has.
He bats deep in the crease, and he's going to go again. High, high, long as well. And guess what? It's 6 more, you betcha.
And all of a sudden, Hong Kong straight back into the game. Take a look at that. Full slog sweep over deep mid-wicket and a fantastic six. Once again, Hong Kong on 95, and that's what you want. Can he finish with a couple more?
There's 3 balls remaining in the innings if they're all legitimate. And Nizakat Khan is going to drive another one into the Hublot. It's the wrong Hublot sign. That's the big screen. But it whacked it bang on. And there's a 50 for the Khan. Nizakat Khan is on fire. It's 3 in a row. Can it be 4? No. Disappointing. They've run 2 though. That's fantastic running from Essen Nawaz. And suddenly the Hong Kong lads are over 100.
The last over has been absolutely fantastic, and you've still got 1 delivery to go. That's a good bit of cricket, because the non-striker was looking to sacrifice his wicket so that Nizakat could be back on strike for the last delivery.
54 runs of just 12 balls. The highest score of the tournament so far. Can he finish with another one? Oh, it could have been. It was almost right in the slot. They get a leg by, and it's done. Hong Kong, the local lads, have finished at 3 for 104 off their 5 overs, and that will take some chasing.
Absolutely, getting to the 3-figure mark, and Hong Kong were able to do that thanks to that man on your screen, Nizakat. Great strike, getting a 50 to his name as well. And take a look at that batting card. I think the Hong Kong side, Ryan, you'd be very happy seeing that batting card as well. Baba Hat retiring on 33, but Nizakat Khan, the man to watch out for in the next couple of games as well. Absolutely fantastic. 54 of the 13 deliveries that he's faced.
Well, he batted at number 3 in the first 2 matches, and they moved him to the top of the order, and since then it's been all good. The bowling, Stewart, the standout, with 2 for 14 there. He was absolutely fantastic. So the most runs in the tournament is Nizakat Khan, that man there, 125 so far. Sohail Tanvir at 110 there. And Big John Hastings, look out for him when the Aussies take the field. For the toss of the coin of the next match, it's South Africa and Sri Lanka. And you've got the 2 captains.
I certainly do. I've got Aubrey Swanepoel on my left, Parvez Maharouf on my right. Aubrey has the coin. Are you going to give it a flip?
Tails.
Tails is the call from Parvez Maharouf. It is a tails. Sri Lanka win the toss. Parvez, what's it going to be?
You're going to bat first.
You're going to bat first. We've seen 2 teams put up over 100 already today. Is that what you're looking to do?
I mean, it depends on the start what we get. Possibly also, big games like this, it's better to put the runs on board and, hopefully defend it.
What's been your take from yesterday's proceedings?
I think it all went well. I mean, we were quite disappointed with the 2 results. I mean, especially the 2 lose. I mean, still small mistakes cost us the game, so we would like to cut down those mistakes and have a good game today.
Good luck, Parvez.
Thank you.
Come to Aubrey. You've been doing a lot of batting first in the tournament. This time you've got a chase. How do you feel about that?
Actually, I was looking to bowl as well. We felt that we have the team to chase anything there in this game, and being like a deciding game for us, so we rather want to have a chase than putting runs on the board, because the boys are also excited for today again, because a lot to play for, a lot of places up for grabs. You would probably want to end up in the cup finals and stuff like that, so excited day for us today.
Talked a lot about the batting and the bowling, but the fielding's been outstanding, including yourself. That fabulous catch you took yesterday.
I think it's just once you put on the green and gold shirt, it's natural that you have to feel like the Proteas. So it's just naturally in us that once you have the shirt on, you want to be as good as the Proteas.
All the best for today.
Thanks very much.
Yeah, that's a big game coming up. South Africa against Sri Lanka. Fabrice Maroof has won the toss and decided he's going to go and hit a few first.
Big games. Oh, they're only going to get bigger. The Sri Lankans taking on South Africa in what is going to be a cracker. Sri Lanka lost a couple of heart starters yesterday when you thought they were going to get over the line. In this innings, right here, Nizakat Khan came out swinging and the Hong Kong lads were on fire. Between him and Bubba Hyatt, it was nothing but sixes and highlights.
Look at Nizakat go straight, hard, some towering sixes, great bit of timing every single time. And then that's the over where Shannon Stewart brought back the Kiwis into the game when he picked up a couple of wickets. And then you had Nizakat coming back and the last over just launched himself and got Hong Kong on the other side of 100. Take a look at that run out, the effort.
Fantastic. The funny thing was, Stewart bowled a great over, but the loss of wickets gave the chance for Hong Kong to bring Nizakat Khan back in, and at the end, he was absolutely lethal.
I guess sometimes you got to be a little careful in terms of planning. Had he thought about who's sitting outside, maybe he wouldn't have gone for the run out.
I don't want to say don't get anyone out, but guess what? Sometimes don't get them out. Well, yeah, what a fantastic innings. But of course, the Kiwis, they won't be shy of running this target down because Beggan has been absolutely dynamic at the top of the order. And he's going to head it off for the Kiwis. And Bubba Hyatt, the skipper for Hong Kong, again will bowl the first over. Graham Beggan has been on fire in this tournament.
Well, the skipper said yesterday in the first game that they played that they were not able to get the lengths right. And you got to get the lengths right. If Graham Beggan's on strike, if you don't, you're going to get punished.
Well, there's a ramp, first ball, if you don't mind, for 6. And let me tell you, I love that shot.
Moving, looking to improvise, everything with Beggan. You can never be sure what he's going to be doing next. Take a look at that.
Yeah, you got to be a little mad to have come up with that shot. So what has Bubba got in him? There you go. Oh, could have been a dot, misfield. And it's going to cost him a couple. What a shame. Hit him on the ankle, I reckon.
Looking to use his feet. Yeah, you need to keep a hold of those, Ryan. No extra runs. Take a look at that. Ooh, he probably couldn't get down in time. And that's why he got the toe and conceded 2.
Good change of pace. That's very well bowled from Bubba Hyatt, who loves his bowling, let me tell you. Everyone kind of laughed when he kept saying he wanted to bowl in the longer form of the game, but he's improved out of sight.
Well, it's been a decent start for him, at least. Taking that confidence from the great batting effort when he came out to open for his side. Into the slot, say bye. Like my fellow commentator and friend says, Ryan, that is in the Cox's Road.
I reckon that's over. I've got a mate who lives on the 3rd floor of that white building over there, and I reckon that's on his veranda. That is as big as we've seen. Next ball straight down the ground. It's going to take some good fielding to stop it, and unfortunately it's not. 4 more to the Kiwis.
You need a big over when you're chasing 105 and you've got 19 of the 5 deliveries so far. Take a look at that slog, and 1 bounce straight into the fence. So it's been a good over for the Kiwis so far. Looking to chase down 105.
Oh boy, there's 6 more, and the Kiwis are off to a flyer in the first over. They got 25 off it, and they are well on their way to chasing down this score of 105.
Take a look at that. There you go. Into the slot and 6 more into the stands, and you've got 241 Virgin Atlantic maximums. Well, 95 has been the highest score that has been successfully chased in this tournament. So if the Kiwis go out there, they'll be able to achieve that the first time in the tournament.
Now, we love our sponsors, and Instarem is a beauty. They're looking after the Hong Kong national team. As Azaz Khan's bowls the first ball. He could get a wicket here. I reckon he's going to catch that, and that's... You can't believe it. You could not believe that. You couldn't drop that 4 out of 5 times. Somehow he's managed, and that's a big wicket. Oh dear.
After the drop catch, can we take a look at the sponsor again? Quickly.
Can you believe that? And I tell you, Instarem wouldn't have liked that one. They do such a good job for the Hong Kong boys. Another one goes up. This time, Jamie Atkinson with the gloves on. Surely he's not going to make the same mistake. He doesn't, and he's out. And Azaz Khan finally gets the first wicket. A bit of a smile on the face as he understands that it wasn't his best piece of work the ball before.
We're talking about safe pair of hands. Ronald here is going back into the hut, looking to try and hike that over deep mid wicket, getting an outside edge and an easy catch for the wicket. Take a look at that. Safe pair of hands. And you were talking about money being transferred?
Yes,
it does
of course.
get done safely within InstaStream.
It does indeed. It's one of the largest digital cross-border payment companies in Southeast Asia, which enables financial institutions and individuals to make fast and low-cost overseas payments to over 50 countries. And I tell you what, our broadcast is going to over 50 countries as well as they watch another low 4 go through the offside. Instarem, we love you. Don't worry about that. And so does Hong Kong Cricket.
Hong Kong's looking to get back into that game after that wicket. Big in 14 of the 5 deliveries that he's faced so far. Azaz been a pretty quiet over for the Kiwis. 3 balls, just conceding the 5 runs.
Slower ball gets pumped down the ground, and Began is starting to make Azaz Khan really hurt for that drop catch.
There you have it. Change of pace, but in the slot, but great bit of timing once again. And look at the placement as well. Just one bounce into the fence.
Straight into our scorers. Don't injure them. We might need them for today because the scoring is fast and furious. This time we get a dot ball from Azaz Khan, and Began tried to put that over Cox's Road.
How did that not hit the stumps? That was probably missed by a whisker.
Well, we need those zing bails to be in operation, and that must have scraped them. Unbelievable. It's a fine line, this game of cricket. So far, a pretty good over for Hong Kong, though. Just 9 off. What can happen this last one? It's going to go for 4. That's what it's going to do. So 13 off the over. Began just asking, was that above the shoulder for a no ball, but maybe not. So it's 38 for 1 after 2 in this very exciting fixture.
Well, that certainly has brought back the Hong Kong side back into the game. When Azaz is conceding 13, they needed a good over. 67 of the 18 deliveries. It is going to put some pressure on Began and the rest of the Kiwi boys.
Well, when you're chasing such a big score, in the fielding side, you just need one good over. If you can keep it under 10, that puts so much pressure on the batting side. And Nizakat Khan, the leading run scorer in the competition, it has the responsibility of the 3rd over. And the first ball, he bowls a beaut. It's only going to be a single.
Slow and into the block hole. That's what you want. He's going to be looking to mix it up. Confidence from his batting effort will definitely be looking to show in his bowling as well. There you have it.
Well, that's short, and that's pumped to the onside boundary for 6.
Number 242. If the Kiwis want to win, they want to take it to 250 or even past that to try and register a win here. Once again, going for the effort, but not been able to time or place it. Could have been a mix-up, but just the one.
And one run is like gold for Hong Kong. Every single hurts. This time, that's going into the swimming pool. You won't get that one back. That's 6 runs, and I hope we've got enough balls here today.
Keep him coming out, because if this man's on strike, he's going to keep dispatching you.
It's another dot. As Elliot Hurd just got it a little bit wrong. And I'm still going to say that the Hong Kong wiki, Jamie Atkinson, always stands too far back. I hate that bye, running a bye. I hate it. Take the dot ball. That's wide, that's top edge. That's going to go a long way. And to finish the over, that's gone for 6, and that'll see Graham Began retired. After being dropped early, he's ended up getting his 35, and he's on his way again to sit down with his teammates.
This is going to be an exciting finish. 46 of the 12 deliveries, and if Hong Kong win, they'll be 4th. They'll be in the hunt for the cup as well.
Absolutely, and as we have said all along, every game in this tournament counts. You've got to keep winning. For the young Bangladesh side, currently in 4th spot, the under-19s, they were outstanding yesterday. They only could be beaten by Chris Rogers on the dance floor because some of their moves are outstanding. Ehsan Nawaz comes in and bowls a good one first up, which is only a single.
That's what you want. Singles and dot balls if Hong Kong want to go to number 4 and look to compete in the cup competition. They qualify. Bakashopa on strike will be looking to dispatch him. Oh, great bit of bowling there.
Well, they pick up one, and so far Ehsan Nawaz has delivered 2 absolute peaches. It's a hard game, this bowling caper though, because in this format you've got to bowl 6 goodies. So Hurd, what can he do for the Kiwis? Again, that's good bowling. 3 out of 3 for Ehsan Nawaz and the Hong Kong lads.
This has been absolutely brilliant by this young fast bowler Nawaz. Getting everything in the block hole. Not easy deliveries, because if you miss it, it's a half volley, and the half volleys we've seen get dispatched up and high. The wicket is trying to get under it, but no ways. That is gone, flown over the fine leg fielder for 6.
Well, he changed his length, and unfortunately at this ground, if you top edge it, they generally go if you've got a bit of pace on it. And Nawaz does bowl with a little bit of pace. So after 3 goodies, he goes for a boundary. A top edge was all it was, but it was good enough. They'll take him any way they can get him, the Kiwis. Again, he misses his length this time, and suddenly a good over is starting to be not so hot, as it's 2 in a row. The Virgin Atlantic Sixers box is going at pace.
You missed the mark, half volley, and bang. See ya. Great bit of timing there. The Kiwis have to win. Ryan, they need to get close to 256s in the tournament. Oh, great bit of fielding. Take a look at that.
Bubba Hyatt, the skipper, if you don't mind, on the charge, dashed in from the long on boundary and hit the stumps. Brad Kachopa can't believe it. He couldn't think that we would hit from the boundary line, but he did. Let's have a look at it again. He was quick off the mark, lined it up, and that's why he's known as the best fielder in Hong Kong.
That is absolutely brilliant. Setting standards for his side. Look at that. 31 of 6.
Well, if anyone can, this bloke can. Shannon Stewart. Ehsan Khan to bowl the last 6. He got 3 for 5 in an over yesterday. And the first ball is just going to go for a single. He can bowl under pressure, this fella. 3 for 5 yesterday. The Hublot sign needs to be hit, you'd think, from the Kiwis. will give you 12 if you can do it. Again, that's good bowling right up in the block hole, and all of a sudden you think that Hong Kong are home.
Unless you hit the Hublot Big Bang signs a couple of times. Two deliveries have been absolutely fantastic, and once again, low full toss, just conceding the one. Great bowling.
Again, up in the air and high, and that's going to go for 4.
The key has been the way he delivers. Watch that pause. Waits right to the end, wanting to see what the batsman's doing in the crease, and then looks to deliver the Yorker.
Yeah, he's definitely not trying to spin him. He's bowling some arm balls here at pace. That's a low full toss, and that's going to be another wicket. And I reckon that Ehsan Khan may be definitely one of the leading wicket takers in the competition.
Great bowling effort, just conceding 7, picking up another wicket. Take a look at that, the pause, and looking to get the ball in the block hole. Low full toss and a simple catch at long off.
Sometimes the low fully has seemed to work like a trump. Big Peter Fulton is in with just 1 to go, and he's going to hit it for 6 and say, oh well, we just weren't quite good enough today. As Hong Kong, the local lads, take the win and put themselves currently in 4th spot. You little beauty for the home team.
It's been a great effort. I think Nizakat, when he came out to bat, getting past 50, making sure that his side gets to 103, and the way these guys have bowled has been incredible. That man on your screen on the left, Ehsan, in the last over, fantastic bit of bowling. Take a bow, Nizakat. I think you've been outstanding in the tournament so far. Highest run getter in the tournament so far, 125 runs to his name. Comes out, bowls a great over as well. And most importantly, Hong Kong register their 2nd win in the competition, and that brings them to the number 4th slot.
Pretty calm celebrations there from the boys, so they know they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to proceed into the semis of the Cup competition. Here's what happened for the Kiwis. Began 35 from 11 was great, but then a lot of starts, but no one really could hit 6s continuously, and chasing 105, that's what you need to do.
When you're looking to defend 105, you got to be bowling well, and I think Ehsan Khan there standing out, as well as Nawaz just conceding the 15 and 13. I think that's what got back Hong Kong into the side as well, and stopping the Kiwis' run chase at just 87, and they lost 3 wickets.
So here's the tail of the tape. Hong Kong batted first, 104. Nizakat Khan, 54 of just 13 deliveries. It was unbelievable hitting, and Hyatt as well, 33. And for the Kiwis, they just couldn't get the job done. And Hong Kong, they win by 17 runs, and it's pretty good. And our lady Cat is down there with the man of the moment, Ehsan Khan.
Ehsan, brilliant over from you. You must be feeling on top of the world.
Thanks. Actually, we need that win, very important for us. And we work so hard in the morning. We just, talk with each other that we need that, we will win that match. And in the end, there was all huge runs in the last over. And I just talk with myself, just go, with the Yorker length balls. Just last ball, that was the first 6 in the tournament against me. But hope in the next matches we will do more better.
The Kiwis, one of the top teams. It must be a massive confidence booster for Hong Kong.
Yeah, I already, told you that we discussed about the match, like we will win that match. The guys are really in confidence. They have really good confidence on each other, especially, and they, trust on each other that you can do, and everyone is, in the touch, like, so they will do more better in the next matches.
Well, the locals were loving it. Good luck for the rest of the tournament.
Thanks.
Back to you guys.
Thanks, Kat. Essen Khan, he's only been hit for 1-6. Here's the most wickets in the tournament. Shannon Stewart's got 5. That man Essen Khan 4 and Azaz Khan 4. They're the main men with the ball. And I promise you it's a tough business, this bowling at the sixes. Here's a little bit of a highlights package. Began was outstanding early. And there were sixes aplenty in the first over. Here's a chance that went down. I'm not sure that was the greatest piece of fielding we've ever seen, but luckily, the very next ball, Jamie Atkinson with the glove, did enough, and the home crowd were in raptures. The Kiwis hung in there, but they were always up against it, that's for sure. The top edge even, at this ground, goes for 6. In between some top edges, there were some brutal blows though. And this piece of run out work from Bubba Hyatt was absolutely outstanding. Here was the wicket to finish the match. And Hong Kong shake hands as the victors.